Loktar Ogar. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, everyone's favorite orc. And it's time for another orc mode workout for you guys. I know for people tuning in for the first time, this voice is not what you expected. But today we had a good workout. I got near the end and decided I didn't want to row today, and I just did an extra deadlift. And you guys know I haven't been deadlifting, so I need to work it back up. And I thought, what the hell, some of these days where I'm strapping up while I'm working on my hook grip, I might as well go a little heavier, so I did. But the squats went good today. Squats went good. Back to my normal training maxes, and yeah, my 485 was a 3-second rep. 3 full seconds, not 2.7, not 2.8, it was 3 full seconds. So we're getting up into that territory of a legit training max. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'll call that today's 1 rep max. In other words, I don't think I could have done 10 more pounds or 15. I don't think I could have done 500 today. Even if I sniffed some ammonia salts and slapped myself and listened to some Slayer first, I don't know if I could have done 500. It is what it is. But, you know, I got my 485 and I got my back off work. So all of that went good. And of course, my upper body stuff is doing really good right now. For the record, though, my body weight is slightly back up this week, and it's not because of diet. I got diarrhea this weekend, and for some reason, you guys know how that goes. When you have anything like that upset your GI tract, I put on 5 pounds overnight, even though I woke up in the night a few times. I gained 5 pounds that night, and it's water retention causes that. So it's left my basically GI tract a little bit more bloated. So again, I've been good on my diet this week, though. I've kept everything on point, and it's starting to come back down, but it's not back down to where I was at last week. So it's just going to take time. But, you know, things like that will mess up your fluid balance a little bit, but it hasn't hurt my training in any way. So it's all good. It's all good. But you guys got to be prepared for that to happen. Fortunately, it happened Saturday night, and I didn't train really Sunday, so it was fine. It didn't affect me really in any way like that, but it did make me jump way up on the scale. In fact, I think I went up 6 pounds and it's been coming down. 3 of it has already come back off, but another 3 to go. I'm still 3 pounds heavier. So I'm trying to just slowly work it down. We'll be under 220 by the end of the year. Just got to be consistent with it. And you know, that's the whole point. Trim down while gaining strength and muscle. And that's the tricky part. But I got a pretty deep squat there though. But look at that grind, that grind. That was heavy. I'm not going to lie, guys. That was heavy today. That's not one of those where I can go, yeah, I had 20 more in the tank. No, I didn't. But the back off work was okay. The 3rd rep was a little tough. The first 2 were easy. The 3rd one was a little slow too. But, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, you know, part of me does want to start working more on cleans. I did some light cleans last night. So that was off camera. After my deadlifts and rows, I did a little bit of light power cleans. Filmed myself, and I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be a muscle clean, but it was a legitimate power clean. Like, I actually broke off the floor and everything. But what I suck at on a clean is being able to squat at all. Like, I have almost no squat when I do the catch, and that's just difficult for me to do. So, you know, the idea of me even doing a full clean, who knows? I don't even know if I can. Lack of coordination. But, you know, something I want to work on it. I will eventually probably replace my rows most of the time with power cleans. Now, some people be like, well, what about biceps? Well, I can do big, heavy cheek curls. It's fine. It's fine. That works. We know that works. And overall, though, you know, when we start talking about what's going to make you bigger, stronger, I mean, a power clean brings more to the table than a row. And I'm not saying a row from the floor isn't a great exercise. It absolutely is. It's a great way to thicken up your upper body. But power cleans bring some other stuff to the table. I think cleans and stuff, things like your traps, the Olympic lifts, they can really make them grow. And plus, at a certain point, when you're squatting and deadlifting every single day, your lats are going to grow no matter what. Your lats are going to get big. And then things like cleans and snatches and all that will grow them also. So it's not really a problem. It really isn't as big of a deal as people make it out to be. But, you know, for now, I'm going to keep rowing most of the time while I get that down. Because if I can't even clean halfway decent, I'm not going to get as much training response from it. I mean, even though a muscle clean, you still actually get benefits from a muscle clean, believe it or not. A lot of people, you know, Olympic lifters will say, well, you know, maybe it's like, yeah, you do. You just don't get some of the leg development and stuff. It's really what it comes down to. But as far as your shoulders and back and all that stuff, like your traps, everything, they get pretty well hit from muscle cleans, and they still have an explosive element. But at least for mine, it's like almost halfway right now between a power clean and a muscle clean. Pressing went real good today. This stuff was easy. Now I'm going to need to increase my bench next week because this is Thursday, and then I only bench Monday through Friday, and then we do the press on Saturday. So this is all feeling really light, and I have a feeling it's going to feel light tomorrow too. I did hit my upright once, so I need to maybe slide a little further down the bench. I almost caught the upright there, but that 320 with a pause, it wasn't heavy. So I know I can be going heavier for my daily minimum. We'll see how it does tomorrow, and if it feels that light again tomorrow, we'll start bumping up. We'll micro load it though. We'll micro load it. But these, you know, doing nice strong pauses with the 280, yeah, both sets, they weren't bad. Went up real easy. And again, I'm trying to focus on getting a good solid pause. I'm letting it sink in. A lot of people ask me, you know, are you holding it tight? No, I'm letting it sink. Look, it sinks. Because I want that starting power. I need to be able to just explode. Because that's the key. Exploding out of the bottom of the bench press is how you fix your lockout strength. That and stronger triceps. That's the only two things you actually need if you have a lockout problem. You don't need lockout work. That's BS. Lockout work is just going to leave you smaller. You're going to get bigger if you just do pause work and throw some triceps in. And that's what I did. And, you know, what a name for today, you know, doing Skullcrushers and deadlift and orc mode training. I know it sounds hardcore, but guys, training is not hardcore. I've done videos on that in the past, and people ask me what do I think about that. Like, I'm squatting and deadlifting every day, and I still don't think training is hardcore. This is something we do for fun. It's a lifestyle. You know, it's a lifestyle, but there's nothing hardcore about it. It really isn't. I mean, there's guys overseas right now getting their arms and legs blown off. Okay, that's hardcore, right? That's hardcore. Getting your leg blown off by a improvised explosive device. Or single mothers right now had a deadbeat dude who knocked them up 2 or 3 times. They got 2 or 3 kids. They're trying to work 2 jobs. That's hardcore. This shit is for fun. Right, that's all this is, guys. This is fun. We do it because we love it, because we want to be strong, we want to be big, we love the feel of that heavy iron. Right, that's what it comes down to. But it is a lifestyle, and it is a mentality. I think we all agree there. By the way, I went up slightly on these today on weight. I need to go ahead and get stronger on these. I need to go ahead and get to where I'm doing a full plate per side. And I think that'll improve my bench dramatically, just that extra tricep meat. And notice again, I have those to where I have shoulder extension at the bottom. You don't want to put that tension on the tricep tendons. And then today, you know, I got into the deadlift, and I started deadlift and said, I don't want to row today. I'm just going to keep ramping my deadlift. And I think this is the heaviest weight I've pulled this year. It's not the heaviest weight I've pulled on camera for you guys, but I haven't done any super heavy pulling, and the heaviest I've been doing was 545 for a triple before I started doing this training. I had to put the dog away after this. I can't have him running up there when I'm deadlifting. I did it on the warm-up, and he was in the room. I'm like, no, you got to go outside, bud. Sorry. I love my dog. I don't want that sort of accident to happen. Safety first, especially, you know, you're training like this heavy stuff with children, pets, any of that stuff. You need to be very, very careful. There got to be rules in place. But yeah, the deadlifting went good. So because the 535 felt really light, I went up another 20 and just did a 555 and called it a day. I'm like, you know what, that's good for one day, all right? We did a squat with back off work, bench with back off work, did some tricep extensions, and then we went ahead and did an extra single on the deadlifts and bumped it another 20 pounds since I'm strapped up and we're working on the hook grip. And when I get my hook grip sorted, I'll actually be able to deadlift. But I just wanted to see kind of how it felt. You know, it's like I haven't really been deadlifting that heavy. I've basically just maintained my deadlift strength off squats and rows and chins when I was doing them. And it's actually worked pretty good because it was not a max. My 555 today was not a max. You guys will notice it locks out real fast. Locks out real fast. So I've just got to get that hook grip on point. And I'm noticing what the straps for my better leverages are. I do need to bring my grip in another inch on each side for the hook grip. I need to go on ahead and get it nice and tight because it's just is popping off the floor so easy. And yeah, that's what I need to do. But I've got to keep working that hook grip. And like I said, when I switch over and start messing with cleans and stuff more too, all that's going to help. It'll let me start cleaning with a hook grip. I think that'll help it tremendously as far as just toughening up those thumbs, because that's what it comes down to, is just toughening up the thumbs. You have to toughen the skin, and it's that simple. And when it gets there, it gets there. You know, and days when my thumbs are beat up, which is going to be every other day, I'll pull with straps. And days when they can handle it, we'll pull, and we'll just slowly keep increasing the weight that I do with the hook grip days on. You know, it's going to take progressive overload, consistency and progressive overload, like with anything else. I mean, a callus and toughening up skin and hands or thumbs or everything else is just like a muscle. You know, there's just got to be progress to it and consistency. But yeah, this was pretty easy today. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.